I just want to believe that this time around, this counts, because this is the prayer of every Nigerian who still has the interest of this country at heart. So I don't know what we're supposed to make out of this, but let's see your reaction, your take on this.
Yeah, it's a good one that IPAC is coming up with this, and then of course, the controversies surrounding the last election. I think INEC has another opportunity to prove themselves, to dazzle that tension, that distrust. There's a serious gap now between INEC and the citizens. There's a serious disappointment and frustration. And I think this is another opportunity INEC can use to reclaim our confidence and trust in the public. They should, as much as possible, make sure the elections count. Make sure the votes count, rather. They should, as much as possible, INEC, ensure that the votes of these people in this state count. And when you do that, you begin to build trust again. Because people are already disappointed. People are already frustrated. So if there's any opportunity for healing, INEC should take this opportunity. It's a serious one.
Now, when we talk about IPAC and their responsibility to nation building, sometimes for me as an individual, I wonder, is this duty, because one of the things he said was that this 2023 election was marred with controversies. We'll talk about that controversy, but so when we hear IPAC speak, just like other organizations, in my head I'm wondering, is Yabagi speaking for Nigerians, or is he speaking for the interests of the organization that he leads, or is he speaking based on his experiences across board? He was in one of the African countries recently for election observation mission, and now he's meeting with INEC at their quarterly consultative forum. If you put all of these side by side and you ask yourself, all of these bits and pieces, can we at some point have somebody like Yabagi in his position as the IPAC leader come out and say, INEC does not have what it takes? Can we have have him, for instance, stop standing on the fence? No, I don't know. Is it possible? Is it going to hurt him in any way? Because if you can come out to say there were controversies, can you use category? Is it possible for him to say, okay, basically, if he comes out to say this is what it is it going to stop him from being who he is right now or something?
No, not at all. But
so why do we keep flogging about this whole thing?
People in the whole position, they tend to protect their interests with using that position, so they will not want to use it in a way that it will fire back on them. Okay. But he can speak as an organization. He can speak. Of course, what he said is the obvious. There are controversies, but again, it depends on whose side of the divide before you look at it as a controversy. So he can actually come as an organization and speak, but he doesn't have the powers to say. Maybe, I don't know, except he has done investigation, to say that INEC does not have the capacity to know. It's only INEC that can tell us that. Or when they have conducted the election, independent body, like his own body, can also look at the process and say, INEC, you have failed in this area. But it's not wrong. He can come out to say, INEC, you have failed in this area, you have failed in there, or be specific with your controversies you're talking about. That is not wrong. But in Nigeria, people tend to use, protect their interests when they hold public office.